The thing about life is whether you like it or not, things will keep changing. I have never personally been someone who enjoys change very much. I find it to be a huge challenge sometimes. But nature keeps trying to show me that change isn't so bad. I mean, sometimes it's great to be laying in the sun in a lake, and other times it's so pretty out here. It's like paradise out here. It's just gorgeous. I've always found it so interesting that there are people who thrive on change in life. They seek it out. It's like a fresh start every time there's a change. And then there's people like me who just dig their nails in and say, oh, please don't make me move. I don't want to have to make any changes. I like things as they are. But then I stop and I look at nature, and all around me the world's trying to show me that change can be amazing. Spending time out in nature is truly one of my happiest things in life, and I've come to love each and every season equally for each of the amazing things it brings me. But it wouldn't be possible to have each of those seasons if there wasn't change going on. Time marches on, the days roll by, and changes take place. There is absolutely nothing that I can do to stop it. And not that I necessarily want to stop it, especially when it comes to nature. But as the seasons are changing right now and we're leaving fall, everything is empty here. The leaves are all on the ground. They're being swept up and put away for the season. It's hard to watch the change for me. But then I have to remind myself that each and every season has its own special delights in store for us. It was just a beautiful summer and fall. So, okay, winter, I'm ready for you. You can come now. I've heard it's going to be a very, very snowy winter, so we'll see. One thing I can say is the snow is so beautiful. It makes everything, all the cold, all the heat bills, it makes it all worthwhile. I am all ready for this change, ready to get all cozied up for the winter. And I'm ready to make another really big change in my life that I'm pretty excited about right now. It is such a warm, warm morning here in the Hudson Valley. It's weird. I mean, I think it's like already 60 degrees, and for the next week it's going to stay that way. It's going to barely go down into the 50s at night, and then one day almost up to the 70s, which is really nice. Really nice. Unfortunately, we had enough days of really cold weather at night that all the plants outside died. So that's what kind of threw me off. I'm looking at my bare, not so attractive yard and just trying to think about how beautiful it's going to be when the snow is covering it. And I'm really looking forward to that. But I also am making a big change in my life with my job. I'm a portrait and wedding photographer. I've been doing that for about 15 years now. Before that, I was a graphic artist. Before that, I was a marketing writer. Actually, I did the marketing writing and the graphic work together. Before that, I was a research writer. Before that, a technical writer. And before that, when I was in high school, I went to a Vo-Tech high school and studied cosmetology because my absolute dream was to be a hairdresser. It did not take me long to really see how much I didn't like it. So that's why I never actually went on and worked in that industry. Although I'm grateful for the girls that do because they keep me blonde. But I have been shooting weddings for the entire time that I've been a photographer. And as much as I love them, I kind of have like a love-hate relationship with weddings because I absolutely love the fact that I'm able to give people beautiful photos of their wedding day. And there's this thing that happens where I see this little moment, and it's usually a quick moment, but I'm there and I can catch it. And literally as I snap and I take that picture, there's like this feeling that goes up my spine because I'm like, oh, I just caught something that they are going to love so, so much. And it's very rarely during portrait times or anything like that. It's just usually some amazing moment because, I mean, weddings are pretty amazing when you really think about it. It's all the people you love in one room, looking beautiful, having fun, celebrating. And for a photographer, I mean, that's kind of like a dream. It's just beautiful flowers, beautiful everything going on, and you get to capture it. So in that sense, it's an absolute dream. The reason that I've decided that I need to step away from weddings, though, is because I'm an anxious person. And obviously there's anxiety that comes along with weddings because you can't mess up and you can't not be there. So there's just always these thoughts in my head of like, I'll go hiking the week of a wedding I have coming up that weekend. And there's always this thought of like, don't fall because you need to be at that wedding this weekend. Not that I want to fall and break my leg anyway, but there's just kind of this extra, see, Charlie agrees, he's crying. There's just this extra pressure that kind of hangs over you as a wedding photographer. And I am ready to say goodbye to that. You want to come sit with me, buddy? So Charlie apparently wants to be a part of this. So yeah, there's just this pressure that you can't escape when you're photographing weddings. And it comes with the desire to do a really, really, really good job for people, which I definitely have that desire. So, hi, buddy. So the thought of taking that pressure and anxiety away is something that feels really exciting. And I've hesitated to take them away because they are a big part of my income. So, and I love them despite the stress. I do love them. Charlie really wants to be a part of this. Come here, buddy. So there is this part of me that's going to be sad. And I have retired from weddings twice before and come back to them. And both times that I came back to them, I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to be anxious this time. I can be fine. I can do this and not worry. And then both times I ended up with the same issues where there was just so much anxiety in my life coming from the weddings that now he's biting me, that I realized it wasn't a good thing. So I've decided to retire again. I have a feeling this time it's going to be permanent. I'm not retiring from photography. I hope to bring on more family clients and commercial clients. Those are two things that are still a huge part of what I'm doing. And I love them. I absolutely love, especially photographing children. It's probably one of my favorite things. So I hope to do more and more of that. And then I feel like I'm just kind of at the beginning of a pathway that I don't know where it's leading. One of the reasons I'm doing these YouTube videos is to work on video and get better with it. And Charlie, say hi. Say hi, buddy. You say hi? Charlie really, really wants to play this morning. But I want to get better at video, and I don't know where that's going to lead me. I don't know what it's going to take me to. So we'll see. It's always a little scary when you don't have an exact plan, which I've never been good at having exact plans. I just plow forward and see what happens. And I think that's probably the artist in me. I think other artists can relate to that. You don't always have this specific plan. You just start moving and you see where you go. And I also have some thoughts of doing something with my painting and turning that into textiles. And I don't even know where that's going to go either, but it's a project I want to work on this winter and kind of get started with it and see what happens with it. So that's my plan, and that's my huge change. And it really is a huge change because I don't have a spouse that's helping income-wise. It's just me. So taking income away, taking money away is a scary thing. And you hope that, see, Charlie agrees. You hope that it'll all go well. So that's my hope. I could be unannouncing my retirement for weddings in a year. We'll see. Because the thing about weddings is that people book you a year to 2 years in advance. So retiring takes a little bit of time. I'll still have weddings that I'm shooting next year. It's just that I won't be booking any more wedding clients for the foreseeable future. And it's funny because when I first started out in business, blogging was like the thing because there wasn't Instagram yet. And everyone blogged. So I would go on. I had maybe like 10 to 15 photographers that I followed, and I checked their blog every week. And I was just so enamored with their work, and it was inspiring, and it was fun to learn from them because some of them had been in business longer than me, and most of them had. And so learning from the things they were doing, and just, it was fun to do it. And after a few years, I actually, instead of feeling good visiting their blogs, I started feeling maybe envy or just feelings I didn't like feeling instead of feeling built up. So I stopped going to their blogs. And a few of them, eventually Instagram came in and everyone switched to Instagram instead of blogging. But although blogging is not dead, but it's for sure not what it used to be. And I followed a few of them on Instagram still, maybe like 2. And the rest I just kind of walked away from that, and it felt better no longer following and learning from others in that moment. So just the other day, I was like, I wonder if those people are still in business. I wonder if they're still wedding photographers. And I went on, and of the like 15-ish, only 2 still are. They've all kind of moved on to other things, with the exception of these 2 wedding photographers who I just absolutely love, 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 love. And they're film photographers, both of them. So I don't know. But everybody else has moved on to something else. And I don't know if that's just the nature of wedding photography, because it's also physically demanding and it does take up your weekends. But it kind of was reassuring to me to see that, not that I needed to be reassured that it's okay to change my own life, but it just showed me that you can move on to other things. And that's a little bit sad for me. I'm not a person who likes change, as I mentioned in the video, but it can also be very exciting, and you never know where it could lead. So I'm scared and excited, and thank you so much for watching this, because it actually feels nice to share it. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I hope really exciting and good things, because usually when you come down a new path, Charlie is going nuts this morning. Usually when you go down a new path, it is where you find exciting and new things. So we'll see what happens. But I do have to be able to get food for this little guy. So hopefully all goes well. But I hope that you're having a beautiful week. I hope that it's It's a lovely weather where you are. It is here, that's for sure. But thank you so, so, so much for watching this video. And yeah, I wish you all the best, and I will see you maybe next week.